tomorrow.
And quit stopping 3 times on their way down.
Hey, Ernie, let me just tell you this.
What?
If you think you go win the Black Masters this year, you got another thing coming.
I don't know if I'm going to win the Black Masters.
You're
but
not
I know,
going
I know
to.
somebody
Gonna
who's.
beat you.
I know who's not going to win the Black Masters.
Listen, you, Grant Hill, and Chico, I'm going to win the Black Masters this year.
Is that what it is? You and me and Chico and Grant Hill?
And Grant Hill,
Jerome.
and Jerome.
And Jerome.
I'm going to be like, you know how Tiger goes by one name?
So we're going to have a five-some?
Yes, I'm going to just be going by Chuck.
No, you're going to be going by Suck.
And on we move.
Yeah, this just feels weird. Just to hear Ernie say the Black Masters sound weird to me, so I gotta let it go.
It shouldn't. I've been the champion for 365
That
days.
even sounds weirder.
So what were you doing 2,601 days ago? If you're Ty Lawson, you were scoring 22 points, getting 9 rebounds, and handing out 11 assists on that Sunday night, March 4th, 2012, in San Antonio, as the Nuggets beat the Spurs. And Denver hasn't won there since. The losing streak stood at 13 as the Nuggets took the floor tonight in Game 3 in a series tied 1-1. This was the best game of the night.
And this is the best looking shirt
And not
of the
just
night.
because Jamal Murray showed
That's the
up in
best looking
Chuck's
shirt of the night. Thanks, Jamal Murray. Got love for you.
Nuggets were down 9 after 1 and then started the second quarter 16-0 in a 3-minute span.
Well,
And it was all guys off the bench like Malik Beasley getting it done.
Malik Beasley's a player.
No, the Nuggets, man, they have had a terrific season. We're not done yet.
Later,
I got faith in these Nuggets.
Gary Harris makes the lead 10,
Doesn't
50
matter
to
in the
40.
system arena, though, huh, Kenny?
The Spurs go 21-8 to end the
Hey, this
half.
kid has been amazing.
Eric White, man, is this
Man,
guy
he is
something.
unbelievable.
The new Tony Parker.
It's funny that you bring up the name Tony Parker because White had 26 points in the first half, the most in a half for the Spurs in a playoff game since Tony Parker in 2009.
Wow. He needs some green grease, too.
Yeah, he's playing fantastic. Oh, Jamal, what are you doing?
He's turning it over, and DeMar DeRozan is going to turn it into points on the other side.
That's a tough shot, Ernie.
DeMar DeRozan had a 19 point
Kenny, just pass it.
third quarter.
Man, that look good.
That's okay.
Move it, move your body, move the ball, find the open man.
That's okay, Denver. This game is over. Let's get game 4. Go back home 2-2.
Yeah, but the highlight isn't over.
The game. What the
what
hell
was
just
that?
happened then?
Yeah.
Oh, and 1.
He got the bucket, but Jamal Murray, look,
Oh, yeah, I like the little...
He didn't
Jakob Pertl.
He didn't move.
No, he stuck his knee out a little bit. Hey, man.
Yeah, I got no problem with that.
With what?
You push. He's just about to hit you. You're supposed to be competing.
D. White, again,
This dude
all right,
is on fire.
26-10 run in the fourth quarter did the trick, blew that game open. They were up by
15
20
for 21.
and then won it by 10.
That's on fire.
36 points for Derek White.
Can't
They
wait till
win it
Saturday at 5:30.
by 10. Do we have some post-game yakety yak? Let's hear it.
Coach, what was your impression of Derek tonight?
He's okay. He's okay. I have to answer that question. You were at the game, right? He was obviously spectacular. I don't know what else to say.
There's no doubt in my mind that Derek White, the last couple of days, has been reminded about Jamal Murray's fourth quarter performance. Derek White came out like he hadn't eaten in 2 days. He came out hungry. He came out pissed off. And he sent a very loud and clear message.
Considering we were still playing the G League last year, how much does this game show your maturity and your development as a basketball player?
I mean, I think the G League last year was huge. I mean, everybody said I didn't have playoff experience, but I did this in the G League. Just kidding. I think I just had a chip on my shoulder. Just the way I play since I was young and just trying to go out there, compete, and have fun.
Derek White did not feel us tonight. I mean, that's the thing that I take away without having watched the film. He did not feel us, they did not feel us, and we felt them for 48. Big difference. They were the more physical team, and that's why they kicked our butt.
And the losing streak in San Antonio for the Nuggets reaches 14 games. But again, this game was tight until the fourth quarter.
But I love what Coach Malone said. Ernie, he got his butt kicked last game. came out tonight. That's what this thing is about. He got embarrassed by Jamal Murray in the second half in Denver, and he came out tonight like he hadn't eaten in 2 days, like Coach said. Now it's going to be up to Jamal Murray, and I forget the other guards, the other guard. They got to battle these
Gary
guys.
Harris.
Gary Harris. I mean, you got to, listen, Kenny just said something. At this point, when you got teams that are evenly matched, it's about will. You know, I was watching Bear Melrose. He was talking about hockey. I was watching. He says, will beat skill. And right now, will is beating skill when the Nuggets against the Spurs. The Nuggets got a better team, but the Spurs are willing this thing to be up 2-1.
But and you look at it, and you see a Denver team that shot, 52% tonight, but then you look a little deeper and you see San Antonio plus 15 in points off turnovers, outscored them 23-9 at the foul line, and that 26-10 run in the fourth did it.
I mean, this is what the San Antonio Spurs have been doing for the last decade and a half, you know, even with Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, going into Aldridge, Kawhi Leonard. This is what they do. We understand that they're, you know, and we always at times give Pop a great amount of credit, deservingly so, and sometimes not the players enough credit. Like we were like, oh, is Kawhi Leonard really that, or is he a system player? Oh, there are certain guys that are, but then we see that the system works, and then they have the talent that goes with it. And Derek White was just a beneficiary. So, Shaq, the skill over the will, because Phil was ready to deal. Well, you think you a poet now? You just giving us all this stuff?
I think they're not going to win a game in San Antonio.
You don't think they're going to win?
No, because they have to play out of their minds. Multiple players, not just one. We're lucky with, you know, Jamal Murray had a big quarter at home, but in San Antonio versus the system, you know, they play hard. They rarely make mistakes. They do everything right. And if you're going to beat them, you have to beat them.
Explain the system to people who wouldn't know. Like, explain it as a player, as Shaq the player.
The system is old school basketball, making the right play. You ain't got guys out there doing ISO. They got one guy that's allowed to do ISO, that's DeMar DeRozan. But other than that, if you don't have the shot, we're moving the ball. There ain't no dribbling between the legs, and ain't no pointing out, come pick. They already know where they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to do, and they're probably the best execution team, like you said, in the last decade and a half.
118-108, the final. Spurs up 2-1. You'll see Game 4 here on TNT on Saturday afternoon.
Julio Escamilla. I think
Mike got hair.
Hey, Julio
Look at Mike with hair, man.
Thank you, Julio Escamilla, for watching.
Mike might have been in college there. I don't remember him having that much hair.
That was, man, the internet. I don't do the internet, but I love looking at these, what they call them,
What'd you call it?
Memes.
Memes.
What'd you call it? The internet?
The internet.
And GIFs or GIFs.
I-N-N-A-N-E-T, the internet.
You know what the hell I meant, fool?
The internet.
The internet.
We're going to Barclays Center for more highlights. Sixers and the Nets.
We need to pat that kid in the internet. Chuck, you might be the funniest dude I've seen.